at the end of a long life, one marked by struggle, deception, faith, loss, and redemption, Jacob gathers his sons. This isn't just a dying father speaking. This is a patriarch shaping the future of an entire nation. Genesis chapter 49 records Jacob's final words, and these are words that will echo far beyond his own lifetime. This is the story of Jacob's last blessing and his final breath. Jacob knows his time is near. His body is weak, but his spirit and his mind are incredibly clear. He calls all 12 of his sons to his bedside and he says, "Gather around so I can tell you what will happen to you in days to come." Now, these are not just casual, off-the-cuff remarks. These are prophetic declarations. Each son's character is about to be laid bare, and each of their futures will be spoken aloud. Jacob is no longer speaking just as a grandfather, but as Israel, the father of the tribes. He begins with Reuben, his firstborn. By all rights, Reuben should have inherited leadership and strength, but Jacob reminds him of his greatest failure, his profound lack of self-control. He tells him, "Unstable as water, you will not excel." Then he turns to Simeon and Levi, two brothers who were bound together by their shared violence. Jacob doesn't praise their unity. He condemns their cruelty. Cursed be their anger, so fierce, and their fury, so cruel. This is a hard, inescapable truth. Your birth order does not guarantee you a blessing. Your character matters. Then Jacob turns to Judah, and the entire tone of the conversation changes. Judah, who was once deeply flawed, has grown into a true leader. Jacob declares, "The scepter will not depart from Judah." He compares Judah to a lion strong, fearless, and royal. This blessing reaches far beyond Judah himself. It points toward kings, and ultimately it points toward the Messiah. From Judah's line will come King David, and generations later, Jesus. Jacob's words are not just a farewell, they are destiny spoken aloud. Jacob continues down the line, and each son receives words that are uniquely shaped by who they are. Zebulun will dwell by the sea, becoming a hub for trade. Issachar is strong, but he's burdened, choosing comfort over courage. Dan will judge his people, but he will also deceive, like a serpent hiding in the path. Gad will be attacked, yet he will fight back and overcome. Asher will enjoy abundance and rich, delicate food. And Naphtali is described as free, swift, and graceful, like a doe set free. Then Jacob turns to Joseph, and you can almost hear his voice soften. Joseph, the son who had suffered so much betrayal, slavery, and prison, and yet rose to incredible power. Jacob pours out blessing after blessing upon him. "The blessings of your father," he says, "are greater than the blessings of the ancient mountains." This is the reward for faithfulness under unimaginable pressure. Finally, Jacob speaks over Benjamin, the youngest. He describes him as fierce and relentless, a warrior. With this, the blessings are complete. 12 sons, 12 futures, 12 tribes of Israel. Jacob has said everything he needed to say. With his prophetic words finished, Jacob gives one final instruction. Bury me with my fathers in the cave of Machpelah, not in Egypt, not in a place of comfort, but back in the land that God had promised. Even in his death, Jacob's faith is looking forward, not backward. Then, the scripture tells us simply, when Jacob had finished giving instructions to his sons, he drew his feet up into the bed, breathed his last, and was gathered to his people. There's no drama, there's no fear, just a sense of completion. A life finished, a promise passed on. Jacob's story is a powerful reminder of this truth. Our past may shape us, but it does not have to define our future. What we choose to pass on is what truly matters. And faith, even at the very end of life, still speaks with power. This was the death of Jacob, but it was far from the end of Israel's story. Thanks for watching. If this story meant something to you, please like and subscribe for more content just like this.